Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the bars on Mardi Gras. We're going to walk you around, show you where all the bars, all the places you can get a drink. Sadly you can't get a red stripe at all of them. It'd be nice if you could. I'll tell you which ones you can't get a red stripe at, and I'll tell you which ones you can. Well, if they're in stock. Most of the time when I go on a ship, they're halfway through the cruise, they run out. I think it's because people see me drinking red stripe, oh, they have red stripe, and then they start drinking it. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so we're just going to do a tour, show you all the bars on the Mardi Gras. Now, it's going to be very similar on the Celebration and the Jubilee, apart from some of the bars on Deck 6, they're going to change the name, and different bars around, some of the specialty bars, they will change the names. And also on Deck 6 on the Mardi Gras, there's two bars. I'll show you the first two bars you come to. There's the Brass Magnolia is the first one, and then the I always mental blocking. I'm just to talk about it in a second, and for the life of me cannot remember the name of the second bar. But because I don't drink there because they don't have red stripe. They do these fancy drinks and smoke comes out of them and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, whatever that bar is, Fortune Teller. That's it, the Fortune Teller. They're actually slightly differently built on there. I think that the Brass Magnolia, well, there's a little walkway in front that was a death trap. That's now gone. It's all flat. There's no step anymore. And I think the bar's pushed back a little bit on the Celebration and Jubilee. And on the Fortune Teller side, it's actually flipped. Same as Emeralds, if you go further down. Fortune Teller is on the opposite side and Emeralds on the opposite side. So they're the only changes. Other than that, everything is pretty much in the same place. But have a look. These are the bars on Mardi Gras that would be very similar, if not identical, on Celebration and on Jubilee. All right, so before I show you the bars, a quick way to look and see what bars are open or what bars are on board. You go to the hub, click on those top hash in the left, and you can click on food and drinks. Click on drinks next to food. If you did food, you see all the restaurants that are open. You can check the menus. And this is going to show you by going list view or map view, where the bars are and what time they're open and all that good stuff. So you can do that. Let's start with the Alchemy bar. We're going to do this alphabetically so I don't play favorites. This is showing you where it is, some details on it. This is on Deck 7, roughly midship. So here's a look at what it looks like, the Alchemy bar on the Mardi Gras. Again, this is the same area on the Celebration and I'm assuming the Jubilee. I've not been on board there yet, but I'm pretty confident it'll be the same. So this is the Alchemy bar. I will warn you, it always gets busy. There's looks like there's a good number of seats there, but it's always very busy. Only a few seats on the outside. It's not always the easiest place to get a seat at night. There's an overflow area here. And if you continue just beyond this, you'll see the steakhouse. And there is a bar outside the steakhouse, which a lot of people will sit at and drink. It's a nice little quiet getaway place for a drink. So there's a little overflow there. And like I said, if you just keep going up here a little bit, there is the steakhouse. And there's a bar there you could sit at as well. So that's the Alchemy bar and a quick look at the steakhouse bar. Not really an official bar, but you can definitely sit there and order drinks. Midship Deck 7. Now we are going to Midship Deck 8. Bar de la Rosa. Basically just going up. It's almost right above the Alchemy bar. This is more of a like a fizzy drinks bar. You can get beers here. You can get coffees here. This is pretty much opposite the Italian restaurant. Up on Deck 8. Bar de la Rosa. And there's some of the cocktails and drinks you can get there. There is an outside area as well. So if you come out through here, get ready for some really bad editing in a second. But you'll come out here. And there's outside parts of the bar. Now be aware this is also somewhat in a smoking section out here. So just be aware of that. But on a nice sunny day, what a nice place to sit outside and eat. Drink. And yes, you can get red stripes here. Alchemy is no red stripe. So I'm going to make this into a video for red stripers like me, or beer drinkers in general. They have beer stations This is up on the Lido in the main food area up there. They have a couple of these, one with Carnival beers and one with a couple of domestic beers. You put your sign and sour card in and you can pour yourself a beer. Now we are going to go to the Brass Magnolia. This is down on deck 6, just beyond the Java Blue Cafe, where they have the center stage. And there's the location of it. All these things you can look up on the hub. You'll get used to it pretty quickly, but at first it's a bit of a learning curve. So this is the Brass Magnolia. They do serve beers here, so it's beer approved by the suit guy. They also serve really nice cocktails. Julie loves this one they make called the Grasshopper. So when she can't get to the Alchemy Bar and get her deal closer, she will come down here and get a Grasshopper. By the way, if you get the deal closer, she's just found out that if you add mint to it, it's not mint, but like mint juice or whatever they call it, some sort of, I don't know what it is, but they can make a mint deal closer and it turns it green and it's delicious according to her. Now we're going to go into the casino bar. And that is where it is. Obviously, shockingly, it's in the casino, which is on deck 7. So here's your casino bar. On a rare empty moment. The things I do to get you clean shots. Now, obviously, this will be pretty smoky, but that's where it is. Now we're going to go to the fortune teller. This is on deck 6. It's just beyond the Brass Magnolia. So if you walk past the Brass Magnolia and took a left, you would come to the fortune teller. Now, this is not beer approved. The casino bar was, by the way. This is not beer approved by the suit guy because you cannot get beers here, just fancy drinks. On the celebration, it's on the opposite side. So if it looks a bit confusing, if you're thinking, no, it's not there, that's because you're on a different ship. This was Christmas, so there's the Hanukkah. That's where they do their daily lighting of the Hanukkah lights. Apologies that was the wrong terminology. Not very religious, of any religion. So yeah, so if you walk down this way and took a right, you would be back at Brass Magnolia. So plenty of seats and everything here. Now we're going to go to the Grand View Bar. This is back on deck 7, but it's above the center stage. Now there is one down below it, which is very confusing because that's not listed on here. But it's by the Java Blue. I'll show you that when we get to that. But it's a bit confusing. So this is only open for a few hours a day, at night typically when they have the shows. So it's not a very large bar, limited drinks you'll get in here. It is beer approved. And it's looking down on the center stage, as you can see from deck 7 right there. So that's the Grand View Bar. Next up, we have the Havana Bar. Again, we're going alphabetically, so I don't show biased. But this is at the front of deck 8. And there's your location. It's next, almost directly next to Chibang. And they'll have a lot of Mexican music in here. They tend to do karaoke quite a lot in here. There's the entrance to the Havana Bar. And we'll come in here. There is an outside area as well, which is for Havana guests only. Again, we were there at Christmas. So there's your wristband note. Do not go outside if you don't have a wristband. Not everybody listens. This is beer approved by the suit guy. And plenty of other drinks as well. You can also get coffee. Cuban coffee, dare I say. I believe that's what Julie says she can get. I don't drink coffee. So there's the stage. Dare I sneak outside against the rules? What do you think? I'm a rebel. A rebel without a cause. Well, with a cause. My cause is to get you video. So this is how the bar would look outside if you're in the Havana area. Some chairs there. And off to the right, you can see just about there was the pool. It's not as good a Havana area as the Vista ships, in my opinion, and I think most people's opinion. But it's adult. 12 and over, adult-ish. All right, now we're going to go to the Java Blue Cafe. This is the coffee shop, but I'll also be able to show you that center stage bar, which is not listed in the hub for some unknown reason. I don't even know what the bar's called. I called it the center stage bar because that's where it is. Well, sometimes I refer to it as a lobby bar because it's basically the lobby because it's where you get on the ship. As always, I just showed you where it was. This is the Java Blue. Unbelievable. There's only one person in line. Normally there is quite a long line here. I will let you into a quick side secret that's not drink related. These shelves, these open areas here, they'll have awesome sandwiches and stuff in the morning for breakfast, and they are free. Everybody thinks you have to pay for them. You do not. They are really, really good. I eat breakfast there quite a lot. There's never a line. So you had the main coffee over there. You've also got some food to go you could grab out of some of the fridges. But if you just come up here, on the left as we go up these stairs, you're going to see the main, I don't know what they call it, bar. Lobby bar, center stage bar, but this is open several hours a day. Right there. This is on deck 6 again, right by the center stage, which is right there. And make sure you check out one of those shows. We're going to check out the piano bar real quick, show you the bar in there, because I'm showing you bars. That's what I'm doing. We were lucky we had Robbie as our piano bar player this week, who was awesome. But this is the piano bar. It's at the back, forward on deck 6. Just opposite the Punchliner Comedy Club, just down from the gym and the spa. But this is the piano bar. There is the actual bar. Shockingly, with piano keys on the bar. Now we're going to show you the Pig and Anchor restaurant. It's coupled with Heroes. It's at the back of deck 8 by the summer landing area. It's a huge bar. If you're lucky enough to be on there in football, American football season, that's the one where they use their hands but call it football, not real football, which you call soccer season. They'll have all the games on the TVs on a Sunday afternoon. So for the NFL. So it's really fun, a good atmosphere and vibe out there. So, and they couple it, like I said, with the Heroes bar. Should just showing you the location of where it is. And then we'll walk through it. So you'll come into Summer Landing. There is another entrance just over to the left. If you walk past guest services, you'll come in from that side. I always like to come in from here. We would join from guest services where that lighter walkway is, where the paving slab stones, whatever you want to call them, tiles are. But here is the main bar in the Pig and Anchor. So it's a nice big bar, very much beer approved by the suit guy. This is one of my favorite haunts. So it's a nice big bar. You don't normally have to wait too long to get a seat unless it's in the football. When there's football on, it's not so good. And on the other side there, they had a buffet in the morning. And outside, they'll have a buffet at lunch. And they'll do late night snacks on that inside area as well. On the left here is the Heroes bar. And on the right is the Pig and Anchor. So it's the Heroes bar is not a bar, it's an area. You're still served by the Pig and Anchor bar, but it's the Heroes bar. And a portion of the profits from that go to Operation, I think it's Homefront, which is great. Now, outside of here, we're going to see one more bar. It's called the Watering Hole, I believe. Right here. So this is a nice outdoor area when it's not miserable weather. I've been putting a few videos out from this cruise lately, and you'll notice the continuing theme is the terrible, terrible weather. So yeah, this is the Watering Hole outside. Small bar, beer approved, I will add. Kind of went away from my alphabetical thing because I didn't even show you a map and a diagram of where it was. But yeah, that's the Watering Hole. Back of deck 8. Now, guess where we're going? We're up to deck 16 and 17 where we had the Red Frog. There is no Blue Iguana bar on this ship, on the XL class. Just 2 levels of the Red Frog. And we're going to walk up to it here. You'll see the 2 levels there. There's underneath and up above on 17. I like to go to 17. It's a bit more open and not quite as busy normally as the lower level. The only thing I will say is the sound system is
awful on deck 17. If they're ever doing anything on deck 16 and you're sitting up on deck 17, you cannot understand a word that comes out of them. But this is the main lower bar on deck 16. There's a good seating area right there. So there's plenty of room to sit. Looking back down over the main Lido deck. Again, this is deck 16. You could walk around here. So it's a reasonable size, but it does get very busy, especially on embarkation day when nobody can go to their cabins yet. Good luck getting a seat there. But if you just pop upstairs, there's a smaller area, but up on deck 17, but it's nowhere near as busy as the deck 16 one. But again, I warn you, they make announcements, you cannot understand a word they are saying. They didn't fix it on the celebration either. Hopefully they did on the Jubilee when I go on there in May. So this is the upper level of the Red Frog. This is the deck 17. Between this and the Pig and Anchor, you're going to find me here on a cruise at one point during every day. So there you go. If you notice that almost look like a fan in the middle of the bar there, that is an air raid siren that they can run when they do tips. Please don't ask them to run it. It is so noisy. There it is right there on the left. Don't let them do it. We're going to go back to the Serenity Bar now. This is on deck 18. Now, this isn't a very big Serenity Bar. Expect to wait to get a drink here. It's surprisingly small compared to the size of the Serenity deck. So what I want to do is give you a bit of perspective to show you how big the Serenity area is and then how small the bar is by walking you into the Serenity area and then showing you the bar. Otherwise, it would be like a 2-second snippet I would show you here. But I want to give you an idea of just how small the bar is compared to the number of people that are up there. I really believe this should be a bit bigger. Like on the Vista class ships on Serenity, it's a good size Serenity bar. This one, I disagree. So we're going to come all the way down here. You see all these chairs and everything. And this is just one side. And we haven't even got to the back area yet. So you're going to come down here. You could continue around the side of front of the ship and you'll see more. But there's more loads of seats here and everything. And then this is the Serenity bar. It really isn't very big for the number of people. You see, you've got 6 seats in front. That's as big as it is. So give yourself time there. Be patient. And there's a really good salad bar here if you want to get a nice salad. They do really good quality ingredients. I do recommend that if you have the chance to try it out. So that's the Serenity bar. We have one more left. We have the Tides bar, which is back on deck 16 aft by Shaq's Big Chicken. And then we will conclude a little tour of the bars on the Mardi Gras. If I missed any, let me know in the comments. I don't think I did, but I think I pretty much caught them all. So one last bar look. This is the Tides bar at the back of deck 16. What am I talking about? By Shaq's Big Chicken. There you go. That completes my tour of the bars on the Mardi Gras, and it'll be similar, if not identical, on the Celebration and Jubilee, except the flip bars on deck 6. There you go. There's the bars on the Mardi Gras. I always find it quite funny whenever I go on there that the bar in the center stage area doesn't really have a name. If you look for the opening times of the bars on the hub, it's not on there. But it's one of the longest open bars on board, as it were. It opens earliest and it closes latest. So it's usually open long hours. It's the one right next to Java Blue. I don't even know if it has a name. I just call it the center stage bar. Maybe that's what they call it too. But they have the grand, whatever it is, on the next level up that's only open for a few hours a day. That's listed on the hub. But that one bar down there on deck 6, unless I'm blind or I'm just missing it, I don't see it on the hub. So next time you're on there, have a look and see if you can find it with the opening hours listed on the hub, because I could never find it. Yeah, but a fun place to do a pub crawl. Plenty of bars, right? I have all these inflatable ships up there, and every cruise we do, we have one, and we go around, we have all the bartenders sign it. I've only got a few left, and they don't make them anymore, so I'm looking for new ideas. So if you have any ideas of what I could have them sign, keep them clean, put it in the comments, and I'll try and find something else. I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what to do. Anyways, hope that was helpful, give you an idea of the bars on the Mardi Gras. And if you did enjoy that and you want to see more content of mine, click on that subscribe button.
hit the bell and you get notification when these videos come out. If you have any questions or you want to send me some tips or cruising traditions, because every Monday, straighten this tire, every Monday I do a video with your tips or my tips. We share them with the cruising world to help them make their cruise better. I do not read your tips in advance. I print them, I read them live, and I react as I go. So just be warned. And if you have any traditions, like my pub crawl, let me know what they are. Sharing is caring. And again, if you have any questions, please send them to me. My email is coming up right after this. And with that, I will see you later, cruising world.
Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, Mick, at elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe! Thank you.